That was so random that the voice line was missing there. So we need to get in there somehow.
You're always welcome here,
I wonder if we can go up there and jump down. Be a little bit high. Done nothing wrong. How the heck do we get in there? Probably can jump on the ball there and survive it, but there would be a better way to do this. Okay, so this one was open. Here is the brother, huh? And then what's that there, John?
You have no business being. Guten Tag. Was brauchst du?
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted is clearly the work of a master craftsman.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague. We're just traveling north. My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say. Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg? Do you think I could talk to him? I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My father has forbidden her to speak to men.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Bis bald.
Well, hello, baby. Your brother is gone. Now we can go for it.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name, you handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan, and now he wants it back all of a sudden?
No offense, miss, but are you even interested in a treatise on wine?
Of course not. But Caspar kept going on about it, and I wanted to make him happy. Since I've been locked up here, I've even tried to read it out of sheer boredom, so that I don't have to embroider all the time.
If you like reading, I can recommend some books you might enjoy more.
Who do tell? I like to broaden my horizons. although I doubt the books will be easy to find.
How about The Story of the Heart by Conrad of Würzburg?
What's it about?
Now, if I tell you, I'll ruin the surprise for you. But in short, it's about a love triangle, and one of the characters eats a human heart. I think you'll like it. In the work, Conrad espouses the beauty of true love over the false love of an arranged marriage.
It's like you can read my mind. I've read that tedious wine book anyway, so you can take it.
Thank you, miss.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
You are forgotten. Okay. Do we have any more? Oh, we have 3 perks. Let's see. Yeah, well.
May God give you health, sir.
Someone to sit. Or what need, but this makes us study faster. Hey buddy, let's say bye. Oops. Okay. What Knuckles want. What's that?
Hey, you're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
You know what? I will follow Shenyek's way now.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fuck! Good! Someone's lying here.
To the stocks with him! Hey! What's wrong? Wake up!
Okay, we gotta go around. Similar to me, let's see. Encounter a guard. No. No. Unwanted. Okay. Doing anything to me, but that's the tournament's fault. Bugging out. I do Matt.
Here you go. Take it.
Yeah. The chicken.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
We're probably gonna have to do this at night time. Otherwise, this is gonna be difficult. Oops.
Heal.
Okay.
Sit.
I'm
Stay.
gonna stay here, but yeah, I know.
You're my doggy, eh?
Okay. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Save. Put on. Hmm. Question is where this stuff is done. Oops. Didn't say, did it? I don't have a cabbage. Okay. Hmm. That guy is like. Hmm. No cabbage, unfortunately.
Come here! Come here!
Why not? Okay, got it. So otherwise, you probably have to steal keys from the guards if you want to get in that one. You don't have a high lockpick. Wanted here, and now I have that on me, so this is going to be interesting.
Greetings.
Wait, there are some.
Bloody hell.
No, this will be in here.
Praise God.
This dopey look. And you came straight to Good afternoon, sir.
I'm bringing you some food.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll feed my whole family and have some leftover for the neighbors. Who sent us such a cornucopia?
The Kuttenberg Guild sends it, in the name of King Wenceslas.
Long live our good King Wenceslas. See you soon, my friend. Help out the rest.
How many of them do we have to? Oops.
Good day to you.
I brought you some food.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast.
I'll feed my whole family and have some left over for the neighbors. Who should I thank for these gifts?
For everything, thank the local guild and King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful! May God bless our King Wenceslas. God be with you, good sir.
Greetings, my friend.
Okay, now we're gonna skip all this blabber.
Dear God, I'll film. Who should I?
For every...
Is this mate? Take care, friend. Good day to you.
I brought you some food.
Dear God, I'll feed. Who should I?
All the...
Make.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Greetings.
For the love of Jesus Christ, be praised.
I'm gonna give it to those two.
You silly doggy.
True beggars or what? I don't get this. I'm wanted, but still not, because the guards are not going for me. I'm a bit confused by the whole situation. Not a maypole? Yeah, you're out in the game then.
God bless. Good day. How did it go? I went to see.
Yeah, I was on the opposite side.
Good day, sir.
I brought you some...
Okay.
Sweet cheese. Oh, food.
For every...
Is the make? God be with you, sir.
Okay. Enough.
Saved entire masses of Jews and Jonah from the whale. So don't tell me you can't. Take care now.
God be with you.
Beggars down there.
Lord be with you.
I did what you asked me to do.
Great! So you robbed the chest and fed the poor?
The chest is emptied.
And you left the cabbage for him?
No.
Oh, it was such an easy task. Never mind. What about the beggars?
I fed as many people as I could.
You're a hero. Folk will really appreciate that, you know. They've never eaten like this before. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? And that feeling of satisfaction. We may not be any richer, and yet...
You know what? I'm beginning to understand the guild's modesty.
See? And now, let's talk about your next job. Just before I tell you more about it, try talking to Ray.
Yeah,
I'm sure
unfortunately
a
it's
few
bugged
side jobs
in,
for a chap
in
like
this
you.
part where I am
Goliath
at.
could teach you how to throw a proper
meeting.
punch. He's the best brawler far and wide.
You said you have some more work for me.
Already.
What is it?
Yeah, when I'm done talking to this
You
guy
might have
here.
noticed there's some houses in Kuttenberg with peculiar symbols on them.
What symbols?
Kind of little markings you'd easily miss if you don't know about them. But you'll spot them if you keep your eyes peeled.
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before
I'm
Sigismund
kind
turned
of
up,
way into the game,
this
but
whole
you have to
place was
consider
under
this
the
is
thumb of another
90
gang.
hours
They
in.
didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like
Some are
us.
maxed
They
out.
was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them, on account of how cunning they was.
And they use these symbols.
They thought them up.
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message to the others.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. Think of all the benefits. We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Hinek, but he used to call himself Greaser. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him, but I'd rather someone else kept an eye on him.
Where can I find this Hinek Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the check quarter, near the gate. Care, friend.
So mine is like this on the stats, or like this. And the skills, I have like this right now. I have a point in Houndmaster. The 30 is max that you can have. Let's see, let's just bark. One left. Good. In combat, I'm using warfare swords. I haven't used the heavy weapons or polearms. Then unarmed, and a little bit in marksmanship. Then you can, you know, learning combos is nice. So for one-handed sword, I learned all of the combos that you can learn. Since I use one-handed sword, the short blade, I don't use long swords. I haven't bothered with it. Here's sword and shield. And we have a few unarmed, but then you have your sidekick. This is a unique saddle that you have to find. It isn't, you can't buy it. You have to find it actually. I just had luck with it. Finding it. Want that capacity so my horse can carry a lot of stuff.
Hey, Henry, come over here.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up damn fool shit. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you gonna help him?
I think so. It could help in our fight against Sigismund.
I guarantee you Sigismund don't give a fuck about no scribbles on houses. This is just a missed opportunity for us to line our purses.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols, tell me, and I mean only me. I promise you, we'll make a fortune out of it. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret it.
I'll have to think about it.
Don't wear your brain out. There ain't nothing to think over. When you find out more about them symbols, you know where to find me. Take care, sir.
Let's see, what time is it? Let's do like this. Let's read some of all these books that we have. Okay, let's see. No, you're too busy puking, Moonwalker. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm using the Force 1 helmet. Okay, let's see. What the heck is that? A new quest popped up over here? Oh wait, that's more fighting, isn't it? No, it runs great. No problemo. I think this is just rematches, right?
You're always welcome here.
I'm Henry, the new member of the guild.
I'm Rat. That's what they call me. My nimble fingers can deal with any lock. Me and Hog,
But it was gonna be
we're
like
the main
a
workforce in the guild.
refighting
Hog
as
is my
in the
best
first
friend.
area by the mill.
Chenyek said you might have some work on the side for me.
Sure. You did a pretty good job last time. I'll give you that. So, I think you can be trusted.
So, do you have something?
You know the rules. If I tell you about it, you can't back out.
I know how it is. I'll do it.
Good. But there's a catch. It's not dangerous, it's just not for the faint of heart. You see, a certain mine owner recently kicked the bucket, and we need to bring him back to life. That Hanneman rot may have been a cunt, but he sure was rich, and above all, childless. So, by law, the church, the city, and that Hungarian horse son Sigismund will all get a share of his property.
And what do you want me to do?
Fortunately, Rot was vain enough to be buried in a tomb with his rings, and more importantly, his seal. Now do you get it?
Ah, I understand. The guild could use the seal to conclude a few interesting binding contracts, eh?
Most astute. Exactly so. Bring me the seal, and whatever else you find on the way is yours. Corpses can always be difficult, So if you want any good luck charms, just say so.
Where is the dead mine owner's tomb?
Right in the Sedlet's graveyard in the underground ossuary. Just look for a freshly bricked hole in the wall. It might be marked with something.
What does the seal look like?
Nothing special. Just a bronze seal on a neck chain.
Good. Now I know everything.
So, break a leg, brother.
Tell me more about these thieves' charms.
One couldn't get by without them in our profession. You can usually buy them cheap from an executioner or knacker, since they're the only ones who can cut into corpses. Fingers, hair, veins, teeth, and fingernails. They're all good if you want to be lucky and not get caught red-handed.
What the heck?
Do you have one of those thieves' charms for good luck?
Naturally. Tried and true. Yours for a few groschen.
Fine. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'm poor.
By all means. Here it is. May it serve you well.
What else do we have?
What do you have for sale?
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so where's this place to talk to?
God, oh, come on.
My respects.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
I don't like it when it shows like there's a new quest, but there isn't one. It's like, Still the anvil bug is annoying the heck out of me. Let's see, what do we have to do? Let's go and talk to... Oh wait, what time is it? I'll talk to that guy. Well, it seems like this whole area has a bug with the anvil. I might have to go back to the first area to see if it's... Make sure it works correctly there at least. I want to fix the sword, but I can't. I wanted here in Gothenburg. It was the bug when I did a duel. I'm using a knight sword. But
Won't believe I've travelled the whole world
using this nice sword. But I wanted to fix this sword. Yeah, this one. Radzig longsword. I want to fix it, but I can't fix it here, and it will do 199 damage. Because the anvils are bugged in this this area.
My humble respects.
I can't repair it. The sword goes inside the anvil, so sometimes I don't hit it, and sometimes I don't know if the hits are counting or not.
I'll be right with you.
Seems like it doesn't.
What's new in town?
Nothing much. If you're interested in paid work, you better try your luck somewhere else.
I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
It would be an honor, good sir. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
Aye, that can be arranged. If you have the coin.
Let's talk about the... What would you say to this?
That's more like it. Just... Agreed then. The room's yours. Our beds are clean, and you can eat as much as you want, sir.
Where can I find my room?
On the second floor, right across from the stairs. There's a green wreath on the wall there. Take care.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have a discussion about something else, buddy. Oh.
Take care.
But why can't you discuss this situation now? I should dress well for such an occasion. Do I have to have this set then? Yep.
God bless you, sir.
Those, that should be good enough, right?
What's new in town?
Nothing much. If you're interested in paid work, take care and have... pleasant evening. Farewell, sir.
And all he does is steal and then brag about it.
He won't talk to me. About stuff I want to talk about. Me having a sword shouldn't do any different, right?
Well, it's no skin on his back.
See you later, my friend.
Okay, I'm going to the other one.
My respects.
You silly doggy.
Oh, you're missing my dog.
Stop where you are! We're after you! Give up!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got it in for you, scum. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine. And if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
Holy shit.
I can hardly believe it.
Let's try this.
Utter nonsense, all of this. You're keeping me from an important mission.
Frog!
You'll have to answer to the nobility for this.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Yeah, the skill is maxed out. Oh.
Hey, are you goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Well, I'm not interested in any Samuel. I want to ask you something else entirely.
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. How much do you want so you can disappear in peace?
Not much, a few score groschen. That won't be a problem for a well-heeled fella like yourself.
150? Sure.
Here you are. But you're gonna talk, right?
Right. Well, I like talking, you know, like. What is it you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing, but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is this Samuel you're so afraid of?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. You know, them Jews, innit? He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out, they ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
And there's another thing. Those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
That... What about it, like?
What happened to them? The owner wants them back.
I still have them.
Where?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like... I'll tell you, of course. I was just thinking...
Goatskin, spit it out.
Oh, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like.
Yeah, I
this
have
old
that
thief
map.
gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
So you're telling me you don't even have the map?
No, but I know where it is, like. I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye, he was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging
Yeah.
there. And I know he
And
had that map sewn
I,
into his coat. It were his most prized possession.
being
But watch
counted up
out,
when
the
we
gallows is
went
guarded
there,
to
so I
stop
already
cracks
have that
cutting off
map.
the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
That was a random bumping into him. Okay. Hmm. We should go back and sleep. Oh, we can go Didn't sleep, I guess. Do, 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 do.
Well, you were the only one.
I wonder how they got before theft done.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Yeah, Henry. Want to use your little noggin for something, huh? How can it?
Fucking money. For the 100th time, I don't know. Do anything.
You help.
Greetings to you
You should
two.
have a light. See you later, my friend.
I wonder what the heck I need to do then to be able to get the conversation going with him. Still have a few things left in the chest, but otherwise we pretty much got rid of most of the stuff. Some more. Those. We did that one. Let's see. We can read a book. Oops. No, I ate a little bit too much. Damn it. Let's see. Sleep in.
That's not bad. I apologize.
Sitting here.
Pavel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
Why is this sticky?
I travelled around France.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
So, what do you say to that?
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavor and color tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan. Like it says in the Bible. You give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red.
Ugh.
How about a young
Red wine.
Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call
Can't
it in
stand it.
Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
Oof. Rather bitter.
Bitter, yes. But it is a young wine.
All right, but the colour. It's not blue at all. More of a purple. That doesn't seem right.
It's not supposed to be blue. The name is a reference to it not being as red as other wines. It's more a play on words.
Ah, forgive me. I've never heard of such a wine.
Ah, don't worry. Nobody knows everything, except for my wife. If you've traveled so widely, tell me, in France, what wine do they appreciate the most? And I don't mean what wealthy nobility think, but what true connoisseurs like you and me appreciate.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, definitely.
But that's the type of grape. I mean the type of wine. I surely don't have to tell you the grape variety is only half the taste.
Well, it's hard to come up with something off the top of my head, but I do enjoy this variety.
Ah, well, never mind. Let's carry on. Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
I don't know. I'd say it's made with love?
Of course it is. But I meant a real ingredient, not some poetic nonsense.
Well, in that case, I couldn't tell you.
It's not that difficult. It's mint. But there's something off about it. Doesn't it seem a bit bland to you? As though it's missing something?
Ginger?
Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that Hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly. So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Very good.
For a wine expert, you don't talk much, eh? Ha!
Well, it's not easy, Goodman. You pour me such excellent wines with such overwhelming taste that I'm at a loss for words.
I drank this particular wine from Eger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
Well, that's very unusual. Fruit, fish, and red wine. Maybe it's some sort of Hungarian custom.
I was so disappointed that I wanted to make myself something at home to get rid of the taste. But I was so drunk that I fell asleep. The housekeeper woke me up, and what could I tell you? The porridge was charcoal. The kitchen was like a smokehouse, and I had egg on my face.
So, what's next?
Next? You drink like a fish, Goodman. I don't think I have anything else you might be interested in. Regardless, I have some work to do. Feel free to stay in my tavern and enjoy yourself.
Allow me to ask you one more question. I heard you get your supplies from the monastery vineyard.
And what of it? You're not a tax collector, are you?
No, I really am not.
I don't believe a word you say. So let's be clear, you sneak. My business with the monastery vineyard is all above board. Everything is set down in my ledger upstairs, and until I see your credentials, it's none of your business.
Don't get worked up. I'm not a tax collector.
I don't care. You're snooping around, sticking your nose where it don't belong. I've nothing more to say to you.
I should have paid attention to the book then. But I got. Oh well. It's cool.
Maybe I should go and take a look around his office. His ledger is bound to be interesting.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
see what's up here. His, but look around.
I apologize.
Hmm.
In the name of the Father.
Well, that's not his either.
Of course, it's no problem. Christ, pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. God be with you. Thank you, sir. Fantastic glue! Black glue!
Thought it was gonna be like a private room or something, but no.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
I had a look around his office to see what I could see.
Well, I can't say I approve, but if you found something interesting...
I did indeed. It looks like a ledger of some sort.
Give it here. Let me have a look. 20 barrels of Rhine Riesling, 24 new barrels from the Cooper, 13 crates of Hungarian grapes for St. Gallus Day. Ah, here we are. It seems they ordered some sort of special incense that they burn in the barrels. That must be it.
What good would that do?
How should I know? What's interesting is that this isn't normally part of the winemaking process, so it might be just what we're looking for. Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it, but I want more coin. It's a risky thing to do. What's more, it's the monastery's vineyard, and I don't want to end up on the wrong side of the church.
All right, I'll give you more, but I want you to know you're bleeding me dry as is.
I'm the one likely to actually bleed. Now tell me where to look. The vineyard is pretty big.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yes, Miss Adletter is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. See you later, my friend. The taste is full. And you'll be safe again. The smell of
Understand!
and the
Don't fear God!
precious ruby. That is Casper's
Oh, Mark.
Come here.
an elegant and lean flavor.
There's stuff in here to do, but you know what? Get out of here. Let's go here, and then we have a long ride to get all the way there to hand in that one. Then ride all the way back. Yay!
Light aroma of
Slowly. Nice and slow.
To let's see, do we have a road to follow here?
Go!
Yeehaw!
Quick! Quick!
You made it after all.
What?
Are you sure it's me you're waiting for?
You and no other.
Do we know each other? You don't look familiar.
No, we don't. But we were destined to meet.
What do you mean?
I dreamt about you on St. John's Eve, and then again a few more times.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh no, I had a dream about you, and you looked exactly like this. Those eyes, the hair, that nose, exactly as I remember it.
Well, all right. What is it you need?
What do you think? A groom?
A groom? It's a little hasty for my liking. I mean, I've never seen you before in my life.
That is of no matter. See, on St. John's Eve, all us village girls floated wreaths. Hannah's bobbed its way to the other bank. Eliza's fell to pieces, but mine floated the furthest of all. And then that night, I dreamt of you.
What was that you said about wreaths?
You're not from around these parts, are you? Me and the girls release them on the water every St. John's Eve. If your wreath reaches the other side, it means you will soon be married. But if it sinks or breaks up, yours will be a miserable marriage. And mine got swept downstream to who knows where.
And that means...
When I wed, my husband will take me away from here.
You say you dreamt about me?
And more than once at that. But the first time was on St. John's Eve, and that means something.
Does it now? Then what?
That it will come true. I picked 9 flowers at night, put them under my pillow, and you know the rest.
Thanks for the explanation. I don't want to dampen your spirits, but you must be mistaken. I have no plans to marry just yet. And I can't, anyway.
But... my dreams. The wreath of 9 herbs. I did everything they told me.
And if you are to marry away from here, it probably shouldn't be to someone like me.
I'm not saying he has to be from far away. Kutenberg would be enough for me.
I'm not a city lad. I'm from Skalitz.
Skalitz? You're a villager? Well, it certainly couldn't have been you I was dreaming of then. I bid you safe travels. The man in my dream looked older. Not this well.
Villager? Ooh. It's like, what the freaking heck, no?
Go! Go!
Wayman, huh? I was gonna hit the branch and get knocked off.
So, this is the road to go. Now just to find Hensel and that damn stag. Whoa! What's that there? Could this have fallen out of the cart? That blood is absolutely fresh. I'll look further along this path. Interesting. A heavily loaded car recently passed this way, but why did it leave the road? An abandoned cart. Those robbers couldn't have got far.
There's some clues I have to investigate or...
Of course. Cart's empty, the horse nowhere to be seen. Just a harness. And a trail of blood over here. Where does it lead? What? This'll probably be poor old Hensel. They didn't even bury him, the swine. And the main thing is, they took that damn standard.
So,
Here you go. Take it.
food.
Look what I have for you.
Could that mill be hiding something? We'll take a closer look.
You're a dead man! Alert! To arms!
Gang it up!
Alert! To arms!
Come here!
I'll slice you up!
Show your stuff! Do it!
You can't get away from me.
Fuck you! Show your
Shoot her. Oh, that was a few. Little John, huh? Robin Hood. Those evil chickens. That was funny how that looked. Well, I felt it just. Speckles. Actually, so Sauerkraut. It's been a while since I had that. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take the. Where's the? Fill them, huh? There it is.
What will become of us? What will they do with us?
Calm down, Pavlena. Someone will certainly come. It's not far from the village.
I'm afraid. What if they killed him?
I don't know what they want, but if they only bound us, it can't be so bad, you'll see. Thanks. Thanks, lad.
The good Lord himself sent you to us.
You can rest easy. The ones outside are dead.
Fucking bastards, filthy scum!
They attacked you.
Oh, God heard our prayers. But what about Vashek?
My son and two hired hands stood up to them.
I'm sorry.
Mother Mary, what will we do? They killed him. They killed them all. God, my God.
What's your name? I've never seen you here.
I'm Henry. Just passing through.
God be with you. You're welcome to stop by any time. I'd be happy to teach you a few things. Are you going to bake bread today?
Oh, you're gonna teach me?
You said you could teach me something useful.
Aye, I did say that. I just don't know if I pegged you right.
What are you talking about?
Well, I
Pegged
hope you see
me?
the difference
What the
between
heck?
robbing someone or murdering them.
I understand. I have no problem with thievery.
In that case, we understand each other, lad. The rich will still be rich, and the children of the poor people at least have something to fill their bellies. Am I right?
So you'll teach me a few thieving tricks?
For a few groshens, certainly. What are you interested in?
Holy shit balls, that was some prices.
Do you know anything about alchemy by any chance?
Not much, but I can give you a bit of advice. Let's get started. Careful.
Let's see, we have a bit of a long ride now. We're gonna go all the way here. All the way down here. I guess we can. I'm curious about what the heck that one is. But why am I overburdened all of a sudden? Yeah, why do I have that crap for? Oh yeah, it's all the wolf meat. Sausage do we have? Eat all that.
Go.
Bunnies!
Quick.
Killing them. No leaving, killing them.
Quick. Go. Go.
Oh wait, we can actually. Since I'm here, why not? Just me.
God bless you, sir.
What's going on here?
Well, Ma's gone crazy because Pa hasn't come back from the village yet. Try and tell her to calm down. I don't know what else to say to her.
You live here? In the woods?
Well, it wasn't our choice, believe me. But it's a long story, and I don't want to hold
Looks
you
like
up.
she has a mustache with that, with that unclean face.
Hey,
Hey.
What's going on? Do you need help?
thanks for stopping here. My husband Mikush hasn't returned from Billany. Me and Vendula are awfully worried about him.
Wait, I need to know a bit more. What's your name?
Svatava,
I'm Henry. And Vendula would be...
our only daughter.
And your lost husband is Mikush?
Aye. Since we've been living in this hut, he's been going to work to Billany.
When did you last see him?
He left a few days ago. He's never been away this long.
What job did he do in Billany?
He's a damned good tailor. But besides that, he does odd jobs around the village. He always brings whatever he earns here. Mostly food. The little we manage to grow here isn't enough.
Why don't you look for him yourself? Billany isn't that far.
I can't. I've injured my ankle. I can't walk that far.
What happened?
I twisted it when we were running away from the soldiers through the forest. It's better now, but it still hurts. It would take me half a day to limp to Billany.
So why don't you send your daughter?
By herself? Are you mad? She's young, inexperienced. Something might happen to her.
Did your Mikush have any enemies you know of?
Enemies? No. He's a nice man. He never hurt a soul. Maybe he's a bit too nice. He trusts everyone. I'm worried someone might have tricked him into something.
What do you mean?
He thinks people are good deep down. I don't think that. People can be right bastards. That's why I'm so worried about him.
Do you want me to find him?
You'd do that for me?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll find him. Where do you think I should start? In Billany?
Aye. Ask about him in the tavern. He wears a fine embroidered hat. Everyone will remember him.
Why are you here? In the forest?
We had a big house in Messales. But then Sigismund's mercenaries decided to burn the village to the ground. Mikush, Vendula and me all escaped at the last moment. The others weren't so lucky. It was hell on earth. You can't imagine the terror.
I'm from Scalis. I reckon I can.
You can. I don't know. In any case, we ended up here. At least we had some roof over our heads. But now, I don't even know what'll happen next.
Why did the soldiers attack your village?
Why? Good Lord, such a question. They didn't ask us anything. The worst thing is, the village paid some mercenaries for protection. But they took off the moment they saw horses kicking up dust on the horizon. I'm glad old Svartosh, my father, didn't live to see it. His heart would have burst.
How are you getting along here?
Now, quite miserably. I hope you find my Mikush soon. We won't be able to go on without him.
I'll try and look for him.
Oh, bless you, kind soul. And good luck.